everyone, it's your girl Victoria Agahio and you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, you know you have a special place in my heart, and if you are new here, please do not make it your last. Kindly hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notified whenever I drop a new video. So today I just want to rant. By the way, happy new month. How was your January? Mine was peaceful and loved every bit of it. I know that February is a month of love, which is why I am propelled to talk about what I want to talk about. So I want to rant about the unnecessary pressure that we put on ourselves. But here is a story, a true life story of what happened to me. So there is this guy that is my friend, and we talk once in a while. So this fateful evening, we got chatting, and then he asked me to come and fake a marriage with him, do it like a fake marriage so that we could travel to Canada. And I'm like, really? So how would it be? I just wanted to, get more information from him. I was like, I'll just accept to marry him, but it will not be for real, and then we'll do everything. I think it's to facilitate the whole process for him, and then I get to come on board. And I'm just laughing. I'm laughing because I thought about this thing happens, right? It happens because it got me thinking that it could be that several persons who are traveling, several persons who are, getting married, and we're all like cats, are actually doing fake marriages just to travel out. And this is their convictions, and I respect people's convictions, but I'm just here to rant about the unnecessary pressure that we as individuals put on ourselves when we see people post some things. It's going to sound so cliche when I say do not get pressured by Instagram. Instagram is not the standard. How is it that we know these things, but we are still quick to forget about it, especially when we see this content, when we see this post? So I think that it's not easy. So it's just easier to say, oh, do not get pressured. Instagram is not the standard. Do not do this, do not do that. But when we are faced with it, at that moment, what comes to our mind? How does it make us feel? That is what I actually want to talk about. Now, this is my own story of how a guy has, told me for us to fake a marriage. So I just feel like a lot of persons would look at all of this that is going on and go and start telling God to, look at what you have done for this person, come and do my own. Yes, it's not out of place to use people as point of contact or see someone's blessings and pray to God to give you a similar blessing. But I want to just say something, that we should be careful what we wish for, really, because you might just get it. We should also be careful what we wish for, because nothing, absolutely nothing, is what it seems. So imagine, for instance, let's say you have a secondary school mate that you do not really talk to. Maybe you guys just follow each other on social media, a female, and you just see that before you know it, she's married, and then she's traveling out with her husband, and you are the association of Godwiners. Someone like me, I can Godwin God for Africa. And then you are like, oh God, when will this happen? When will this happen? Meanwhile, the marriage is fake. Everything is just a facade. So I want you to just slow down and think about it. Yeah, we always say Instagram is not the standard. We know this thing, but how are we consciously putting the effort to bring our minds to the realization that for real, some of these things might just be make-believe. Some of these things are not real. So my sister, my brother, my dear friends, I'm just here to tell you not to put pressure on yourself. Do not put pressure on yourself. I am an advocate of this, and I will tell you this any day, anytime. Society already puts pressure on you. There's a lot of timelines to do this, to do that. If you know me, if you're in my WhatsApp community, you know that I do not subscribe to that opinion. I just think that life is already too difficult, and anything that puts unnecessary pressure on me, I just do away with it. So this is your sign, this is your clue to try to filter things. I know it's not easy, especially if you are a young adult. If you are now in Nigeria, it's not easy because you see these things, and sometimes you might even sit back and look at the person and you're like, this person is not better than I am. I am way better than this person with all your criteria, but it's not the way to think about it really. Life is happening to everyone, but you should just slow down when you are trying to like wish to have the blessing that someone else has. I am not saying it is wrong, mind you. I am just saying that we need to learn how to filter, because many things online, many things are fake. Do not put pressure on yourself. I cannot say this enough. I cannot say this enough. Do not. So imagine that I had accepted this guy's proposal, and then I had faked the marriage and made every one of you believe that I had gotten married to the guy, and I travel out. You will start going down on your knees and praying to God. God, you have done it for Vicky, you have done it again. Why can't you do my own? What am I doing wrong? How am I not praying well? What is my sin? Please forgive me, and all of that. Every good and perfect gift comes from God. James 1:17. We should be very intentional about our times and seasons, and we should learn to be in tune, be in alignment with God's will for us. There's so much going on. There's so much. Life is changing. The world is constantly evolving, and this pressure would not stop. This pressure would not stop. But it will now get so bad when it is you by yourself that is bringing this pressure upon yourself. When you are not even done tackling the external pressure, how much more the internal? This is why many people are overwhelmed. This is why people are suicidal. This is why people are depressed, because you just feel like you are using someone else's life, someone else's Instagram content as a yardstick to measure the blessings in your own life. One thing I normally tell myself is, even though God will not do anything for me again, God has tried, and I'm not going to for a second be ungrateful because of someone else's content that I see online. Yes, it is easier said than done, like I have said over and over, but you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional, because more pressure would come. As people say, the pressure is getting worse. It will keep getting worse and worse. So try to put your mind in a place where you are at rest, in a place where you are satisfied in God. Only God can give you these blessings. The least you can do, or the most you can do actually, is pray. What would you do again? Would you go and force God? If He does not send people or send the blessings your way, what would you do? Is to keep believing, is to keep trusting. So while you believe, while you trust, put your mind at rest. And I hope that God would help each and every one of us to, really stay calm. Stay calm. The year is still fresh, and a lot of people are still setting their goals, and others are already acing it in a lot of things that you have not even checked on your own vision board or your journal or whatever it is. And again, this is the month of love. Valentine is coming soon. There is going to be more pressure. People will be buying things. Girlfriends will be buying things for their boyfriends. Boyfriends will be gifting. There's going to be a lot of giftings. There's going to be a lot of proposal. There's just going to be a lot of mushy things that you would see and you would love. We all love it. We all love these good things. But we can only hope. We can only pray that we also, get there. But do not for a second, when you are looking at all of those things that would happen, do not for a second think that God is not trying for you. Do not for a second feel like, oh, when will this be mine? Oh, God. Yes, that is the essence of this post. We hope, we wait, we pray, we believe, but we will not be pressured. We will not be anxious. The Bible says we should be anxious for nothing, but through prayer and supplication, we should make, and with thanksgiving, we should make our requests known to God. Like I said, you can only pray, you can only hope, you can only wait, you can only believe. I hope this video has been value for your time, although it is short, but it has just been in my mind to, shoot something and talk to us all about our realities, really. And yeah, If it has been value for your time, do not forget to like, give it a thumbs up because it really does help our video. Also, do not forget to put on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to see my video whenever I drop something else. Thank you, and thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. Mwah.